So guys, I wanted to do another video today talking about my three best, like in my opinion, additions that we need to have in 2025 that were actually passed to the developers in 2024, but in a sense that we are going to be very specific. Today we're going to talk about three aircraft that are Russian, three jets, of course. If this video goes well, of course, so click the like button and everything. I will do the next one for the US and stuff, and let's just get going talking a little bit about this year, of course, while we wait for the holidays basically to stop. You know, of course they already passed, but you know how it is. January is always kind of a standing still ground for War Thunder, right? So let's get going. So in my third position, of course, I have to talk about the MiG-2193. It was actually passed to the developers for consideration in March 2024. And it was actually suggested by Giovanex05. So thank you, man, for doing this suggestion in the forum. So the MiG-2193 is basically what the Bison is. It's a prototype to the Bison. Of course, it would carry the same radar, same armament, same everything. But of course, I have a feeling that they will eventually add something like this as a Russian premium to use the R-77s and finally have a MiG-21 that uses an R-77. Although the Bison can already take them, in the game, we cannot have them. For balance and for, you know, purposes. Like, for example, Gaijin doesn't want the MiG-21 Bison to be such a high BR that he loses everything, even though he has the R-77s, right? So I still believe that we could use something like this, and it would be very, very cool to have it, right? Again, a premium for the Russians, an event vehicle, I don't know, but something like that. The second one is kind of a major aircraft, but for the tech tree. It was suggested by Wallet Warrior with an O, and it was suggested in November 2024, if I'm not mistaken. It is the MiG-31. Yes, the MiG-31 is the evolution of the MiG-25. It's an interceptor, the first aircraft ever to use a PESA radar officially in service. Amazing aircraft for interceptions. PESA radar is very heavy, but it's pretty cool. It's very fast, it climbs well. It just doesn't like to turn, you know, but it's still pretty fast. Almost as fast, I mean, as fast as the normal MiG-25Ps. It's just not as fast as the R versions, right? But it's still amazing in speed. Mach 2.83, I think it's the max or something like that. It's pretty fast. And yeah, it's an interceptor, so it will not turn very well, but it can defend itself with some very powerful missiles like the R-33. And yeah, the range basically. So it would be a different type of aircraft to add to the game, but it does have a cannon. So I still believe that it would be a cool addition for the tech tree in the Russian Air Force, okay? So yeah, it would be just an aircraft that I think there's no reason why not to add it. I understand why they don't tend to like to add the Su-15TM, for example, or even the MiG-25s, but the MiG-31, there's not really a reason, although it would be a difficult aircraft to fly. It wouldn't be a top tier jet. It wouldn't be a 14.0 in this initial 80s version. It would be around, what, 13.0 or something. So yeah, it's going to be in the same levels of the aircraft from the same time, right? So like the F-15A, the Su-27, right? And then we have the first or third or whatever you want to call it, the Su-37, the Terminator. It was suggested by Rekiades 283, and it was passed to the developers for consideration in December 2024. It's an aircraft that, guys, honestly, right now, maybe we don't need it, but we are not that far from it. Because of the Eurofighter and the Rafale, it is going to be what the Sukhoi design bureau could do in the 90s, right? So it has basically all the technology that they had at the time to make this thing a 4+ generation jet, right? So it has a PESA, the bars, you know, radar, which is the same as the Su-30SM that will probably come very soon, like in the next patch or something. But it does have thrust vectoring. It is very light, and yeah, with the usage of the canards, it would be the most maneuverable flanker of them all, you know. So yeah, 12 missiles, the same missiles that we already have and love. So in a general sense, it would be the most advanced flanker we could have. It would be even better than the Su-30SM, to be honest, because of the performance, since it would use basically the same radar, right? So yeah, that Terminator is very much in the realms of possibilities of being added this year. how could it actually be added? Well, it's a prototype. That's the problem, right? So it never got into service. Of course, everything that they worked on, this thing eventually became the SU-35 and even the SU-30SM, but at the end of the day, it is just a prototype. So I doubt that we will see this thing if added in the tech tree, because it's not the lack of options that will make this aircraft be viable for the Russians. I think they will eventually add as an event vehicle or something like that. But I still believe that we are not far from this aircraft, because it is pretty much the same technology as the SU-30SM with a little bit more performance. So it would be on par with the other aircraft that we already have in the game. So a 14.0 for sure. Okay, guys? But basically, these are the three ones that I think are the most interesting that were suggested throughout 2024 and got accepted into consideration for the devs to be added in 2024. So let me know in the comments if you think I missed anything. I mean, there's many other aircraft that could be added. But yeah, I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and bye, guys. See ya.